Yeah. Yeah.
Heavy thunderstorms unleashed torrents over New Jersey, overwhelming towns and cities along the E95 corridor. Streets filled rapidly, storm drains backed up, and transit systems ground to a halt. Flash floods surged into neighborhoods, transforming roads into impassable rivers.
Okay, all right.
We have the whole street.
Okay, all right, I think we're good for now.
Rain fell at an alarming pace, with some areas receiving up to 7 inches in a single night. Entire intersections vanished beneath brown floodwater as sirens echoed in the distance. Union County was especially hard hit, with several towns inundated within minutes.
You don't understand, it's going to go straight into those cars and all of those.
Oh no.
Oh. It didn't hit the car though, it didn't look like.
He's not in the car anymore, you left.
No, I'm saying I don't think the dumpster hit the car.
Dumpster.
The dumpster.
Not the dumpster.
Emergency alerts buzzed across phones, urging people to seek higher ground and avoid travel. Officials warned against entering basements or flooded roadways as rivers and creeks surged out of their banks. Online updates guided residents through evacuation and shelter protocols.
Douchebag if I've ever seen one. Oh my god. My windows are flying back up. You're about to be in the water.
A state of emergency was declared as roads disappeared beneath the storm's onslaught. Authorities closed off major highways, including stretches of US 22, I-78, and NJ Turnpike exits. Traffic was halted, detoured, or turned back as water levels kept rising. In towns like Scotch Plains, Watchung, and Roselle Park, Streets turned into rushing streams that swallowed cars whole. Water slammed into garages, porches, and storefronts, lifting manhole covers and snapping small trees.
Live from Plainfield, New Jersey. This is Leland and 3rd. This is what's going on now in Plainfield.
Show una alarma. Wow. Wow.
Cannot see all the flooding. That's how bad it is. This is the worst it's been since several years ago.
New Jersey Transit reported massive disruptions with delays on buses, light rail, and trains. Subway stations in New York City saw stairwells cascade with runoff and platforms partially submerged. Travelers stood in shock as service ground to a standstill with no end in sight.
¡Ay! ¡Ese animalito! ¡Métale las patas y no se le queda!
Airports across the region were thrown into disarray as ground stops took effect. Flights were delayed or cancelled at Newark, JFK, and LaGuardia, with passengers stranded by closed roadways. Runways glistened with standing water as crews raced to keep terminals open. Water rescues became a familiar scene across Union County as stranded drivers waited on rooftops and hoods. Emergency teams used ropes, boats, and even front loaders to bring people to safety. Dozens were rescued from submerged vehicles in Plainfield and Scotch Plains.
Yeah, Tara, I know. I just want to get home too. I really want to get home. Hey, Cheryl. Hey, Tony.
¡Llegó el jefe!
Trees are falling out. Yep, that's really low. And
Shelters opened across North Plainfield and neighboring towns as entire streets became inaccessible. Recreation centers filled with evacuees as roads flooded in all directions. Local officials urged residents to stay put and wait for help to arrive rather than risk moving. Some cars were found floating near storefronts, while emergency vehicles were themselves overwhelmed. Residents described water climbing up to car windows in seconds, leaving no time to escape. Several emergency responders had to be pulled from rising water mid-mission.
The worst it's been is all the way down past 7th Street. Cars are getting stuck. It is horrible out here. On St. Mary's, they're parking up on the cemetery property. People are parking in the cemetery.
Though widespread destruction was clear, no fatalities had been reported by emergency agencies. Power outages remained limited, as winds were not a major factor in the storm's intensity. Damage assessments began even as rain continued to fall sporadically across the region.
Look over there, dude. That was a whole barrier at one point, bro. It's in the pinned comment.
What was he thinking?
Not the dumpster.
I mean, you know what he was thinking? He was thinking, I'm the douchebag who's going to move the dumpster and make everybody pay for my stupidity.
Meteorologists blamed the flooding on a stationary front, combined with summer humidity. With the storm stalled in place, rain continued to dump over the same areas for hours. Forecasts warned of continued risk, with showers lingering through the coming days.
We're not really going nowhere no time soon. Look at this water. Look at this water coming down East 3rd. Look at this water.
Flood watches extended through the night as rivers threatened to spill further into towns. The Passaic River and Saddle River both approached critical levels as officials monitored banks. Municipal alerts cautioned that conditions could worsen with little notice.